Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm KatherineOfSky and I would like to ask a tiny favor of you. If you could just pat that little like button on the head, just pretend you're patting Emma. She would absolutely love it. And if you don't like this video by the end of it, feel free to take back the like. I don't mind. Just pat that like button, enjoy it. Think of it as patting a little duck or a little cat or a little dog, whatever tickles your fancy. So today we are going to do some more in our rush to get bots. We need to set up oil in order to get the red circuits going and in order to get all of the blue science as well. So that is a thing that we need to start out doing. I'm going to go ahead and start making the oil area. Now we do need a fair number of pipes, underground pipes, some belts and other kinds of stuff. Now I haven't reversed any of these machines. I am aware of the thing. I don't particularly like reversing machines. I kind of like the look of classic Factorio. And since we're only making very few items before we get bots, I didn't think it was worth it because a lot of these, these are not reversible. Only that would save you a couple of undergroundy or underflowies. This might save you a couple, but it's very meh to me, so it's okay. We're gonna get stuff going and it's gonna be just fine. So let's go and find some pipes here and get those things sorted out. So here we've got a bunch of pipes. We do have a fair number of underflowies, which is great. Now, did I make underflowies anywhere in here? It doesn't look like it. All right, I also need some belts and I'm gonna need, do I need anything else? Shopping at the mall. Oh yes, we're getting our things and our stuffs. We can take half of those, half of these. We're good on those. All right, cool, very cool. But I do want to grab some iron, and that is mostly for the making of the underflowies because those also need some iron plus the pipes with which they're crafted to make the other stuff and things. So yeah, there we are. Now, all right, let's go up here and start with the, we're going to need to craft some other stuff. Can we actually get, wait, do we have this yet? For some reason, I'm not seeing how I can handcraft I wonder if you have to, I forgot this. I don't know. Do you have to handcraft or machine craft the oil refinery? No, it's not that way. By gosh, yes, we have to mine an entity crude oil. Of course we do. Yes, of course we do. So our nearest area is up there to go and get some oil. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drag this pipe all the way out there and get that going. Let's see, once we are here, since I don't want to deal with those trees, we're just going to take this up. Now we are going to run into the limit, I have no doubt, of the, there is a pipeline limit. There used to not be one back in the early days of this new pipeline change, but now there is a limit. So I'm sure we'll come into that limit, but do not fear. We will solve it by having a pump. All right, let's go to the right now. Also, it's always best to take care of these corners while you are thinking of them. That's kind of a piece of advice I can give you for sure. Let's go here. This is very nice. Oh, yay. And okay, now I have a very special blueprint for this exact kind of oil field. The exact kind where you can't even see the oil spots. I think there's one right here. No, there's not. Okay, never mind. I want to put these on my... Actually, I don't need to put them on my hotbar. But we can do this. That's fun. That, I think, is a new feature, this here. Okay. I do actually have a blueprint for this. This is kind of a fun one if you want to see it. So it works especially well if you are using your, it's called huge pump jacks. If you're using bots, this is a blueprint. So if you press shift and kind of drag it over the entire area, it will just place things where you have things. So yeah. All right. I have 5, I think. Yeah, 5. So let's just get them in the most convenient spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sure. And let's just put that one here. Technology Railway, yes. Ah, and you know what else I forgot? Which is more important than dragging pipes. It's actually dragging power lines, which that was my mistake. Whoops. Let's take this downward. Because I would have gotten the thingy for mining oil if I had bothered to bring the power poles with me, which I did not. So that is not ideal. Let's see, I think I'll take the small electric poles until I absolutely need to use the bigger ones, because we might as well use them up. We can go diagonally. We have a few of these to spend, so that's okay. They do span some distance, so it's no great loss here. In fact, it is a gain, because now we can just put in the better power poles, and they do span more distance. Unfortunately, I did not think to bring larger power poles, the big ones. They're actually called big power poles, I think. All right, cool. And then we can get... Oh, nay, nay, nay. Not that one. Not that one. There we go. And these are weirdly placed because they actually follow the blueprint that this comes from. I basically just edited down my big blueprint to get this smaller version. And so you can just plop the new one right on top of it with no issues whatsoever at all. Okay, so there we go. That's a thing. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. So I'm going to need some of these. How many do I need? Several. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 is 9. I don't actually have all 9. That's okay, though. We'll make some. I think we just need some steel for that. That is no issue at all. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's going to get made. And then I do want to make some big power poles. So we just need some copper for that. No issue because we have this copper right here, which is very delicious. Very delicious indeed. This machine is making it for us. So we don't even have to sweat it. There we are. We are making stuff. Now we just need a little bit of steel again. And to get those going on. And I also want to make some of those. So after I make these, I want to make a whole bunch of those. Yeah, we still have plenty of straight pipes left. So now, I think we're going to have an issue where we have too big of a pipe sadness service over here. Now, are these connected to anything? I don't think so, actually. Now, these I want to place in very specific spots because a lot of them do have connections to red wires, which is kind of crucial. So let's get these connected. These are now happier. I'm going to make a few of these. We need iron gears and stone bricks. Now, did I set up any stone bricks? I don't know if I did. In fact, I'm fairly sure I did not. Yeah, I didn't do any stone bricks. Not even a tiny bit. But what I can do is I can maybe I can just branch off from here and just do a tiny little line here. Let's see. I do have some miners on me, I think. Sort of, yes. These I think we'll remove. We don't really need those anymore. Not yet. Or not at the moment, I should say. All right. Not going to get into the iron ore yet. We can deal with that later. All right, just want to make a few miners here to be able to mine a little bit of stone and turn all of that into stone bricks. So let's do this. And maybe we do something weird like this. Yeah, I think this will work. It's weird, but it'll work for now. It is very temporary. And I mean temporary. No joke on this, just temporary. So I want to do a this, that, and then... Oh, whoops, I messed that up a little bit. It's okay, though. No worries. We can just do this. And of course, with the steel power poles, they reach to both sides, so there's no issue with that. We can just put everything kind of in a box here. I think that'll work quite nicely. Speaking of, I would like to make some more boxes if I can find some nice iron to do that with. I'll take all this. Yay. That's a few boxes. There we go. And I'll just take these guys up. All right. We're still working on solar energy. That's great. Good, good, good. Okay, so this is happening. I'm going to go ahead and just do the same thing on this side. I don't really know how many of these guys I need. Certainly not a full array. Definitely don't need a full array, but there we go. Anyway, this will allow us to do something, so that'll be nice. Gonna get some stone bricks in here, which means that we can make some refineries. I think we had 2 or 3 up here. I don't remember how many. 3 up here. Okay, that's fine. This is just very temporary, very little amounts so that we can get the plastic needed for these red circuits, and then we'll be able to do other things. Let's see, we just need steel plates. We have all the bricks we need for that, so that's just fine. Just grab up some of this and go up here. I guess I can kind of like make these happen as I'm walking. And I need chem plants. That is a thing I need too. All right, so let's go and grab some more steel. I'm just going to grab it straight from the boxes here. These guys store up to 100, or is it 50 steel each? Maybe they only had 50 because it looks like I had 207 between all of them. So that's not a whole heck of a lot, but that's okay. It's just fine. It's something. It's a lot actually, so that's quite nice. Okay, and then these guys are vary those. Hey. Okay, there we go. So, is this one broken in some way? It looks okay, maybe? It's hard to tell, actually. I would like to go and put a radar up there because I have no idea what's going on up there. All right, let's fix the research here. Plastics are definitely needed. I think we should start getting some damage as well. Rails might also be extremely good. We also need sulfur processing and then more weapony stuff. All right, let's go up here and put a radar up here because I want to make sure that biters are not going to attack this area. Actually, no, we have this wonderful... very, very tight peninsula. That's right. I forgot about that almost. All right, we don't even have to go all the way up there, just so we cover the oil patch. So I'll just put this right here, call that good. And then let's see. It actually overlaps with our current viewing area. So I think we're fine with that. We don't even need to put out the other radar. I would like to make a couple more though, like 5 more. Sure. Just for future. That would be nice. And then as we try to do every step does something, right? So this, we're going to just drag this over. All right, so this is going to be copper and iron. We might be able to reuse something that we're already using for that. I'm not actually sure what we're going to do with this, but that's okay. We just need some coal in here. So that has to be that. All right. This is our plastic production. That's going to be one of our most important ingredients for later land. Now this is a red belt, but it's not strictly needed at the moment, so it's okay. We can wait on that. This is cheaper to replace with another power pole than this. This costs much more iron. All right, so this is our coal that's coming in here. Not sure if we're going to do the rest of this stuff. Now remember, we had this priority for coal to go toward the power plant. So that's going to be a left priority, just making sure we get there. I am going to let this start flowing into here so that we can get some of this, the plastic done. Wow, I needed a lot more than 5 of these, didn't I? Let's go and grab more. Oh, I made several, not just 5. That's good. Okay, good, good. Something. Technically, you don't have to do that end one because that one will get placed by the bots when we finally get bots. You might be tired of hearing me say, oh my God, bots, we need bots, but there are reasons for this. And the reason is they are very, very good things. They will make your life a lot better. Trust me on this. I've played this game for a tiny bit. I don't know, 7 years or so. And it's worth your time to get the bots. Some people worry a lot about things like that. Or like, well, you know, if you do this and that. And it's like, well, sure, you can play the game that way. That's fine. But I'm trying to teach you the optimal way to play this game. And that is quite a big difference compared to other things. All right, so I need engine units. I think we actually have engine units. Look at this sexiness here right now. Wow, zap. Yo. Okay, let's make a couple of these pumps. And I want to buy some more steel. Good, good. And I do want to buy more power poles. I think I have some in the other hereabouts there. Yeah, there words. Words are not working for me today. It's fine though. It'll be fine. So, refineries. Yo, let's go. Refine, and some more refine, please. Yes, nay. Why? Did I not make the third one? I guess not. Whoops, I thought I did. All right, no worries. It's fine. Okay, let's go here. Now, this is one of the things that changed my life. When I first saw this in the Factorio world, I was like, what is this? This is called a fluid bus. Now, when we get advanced oil processing, all of these will be different products, which is why it doesn't look very impressive right now. But when you get those different products, you will be like, oh my God, this will change my life. It has changed my life. I mean, when you're saying that in the past. Anyway, hopefully it will be fantastic for you as it was for me, because it really does make a huge difference in how you play and how you even comprehend the game. So it's pretty big. It's very, very big. Let's see. Oh, I need these. All right, I need more iron. Definitely more iron. So let's make these. And I also need to make some more pipes, or gather more pipes, I should say, because we should have plenty in the jar here. Yes, there are several. This is very good. I could technically take this over here and then make something here like this. If I did that, turn that one there, and I did a thing here, and I connected this one here and said, you know, enable if there are more than 100 pipes in the box. Okay, so this thing will only take out of the box if there's a minimum of 100 pipes. This is quite needed, because otherwise it'll take everything, and that's not what we want at all. Definitely not what we want. You go there. All right, and then we want you to make pipe to grounds. Technically they're called pipe to grounds, but you know, we definitely call them other things. Underflowies is one word that I like to use. And we'll just do a limit of 4 stacks for now. That should be enough for a tiny bit. And do we have blue inserters being made? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to pilfer these ones from science. That's a bit naughty. I guess we don't actually have that many here. These need extra circuits. All right, we do have a circuit box right up here for our convenience and delight. And we can even pick up some of these old power poles, since those might as well get used. And because we have all of these other things that, all of these, I know it's like scary, but these actually do need to be connected for us to get the bots. But we don't have to connect them this moment. We can wait till some of these pipe to grounds get made by our automatic assembler that I just put down. Yes. So, yes. Okay, there are many pipes here. Okay. The nice thing about doing, like, just clicking Q, which is basically the key for picking up it's like a eyedropper tool. It also uses the correct orientation of the item, so that's quite nice. Oh, there goes my venti thing. Hey, okay. See, it really isn't that big of a deal to, you know, add a couple of these. It's not a problem, really. Okay, there we are. Thank you very much. Nate. Actually, this should be just a regular pipe because that's a waste of underflowies, I feel. All right. But it looks like for some reason this area is not breaking the bank in terms of points here. See, those are not actually going anywhere right now, so I don't have to connect those. These do. This does. It goes to the left here. But these seem... Oh, this one needs to be connected down here. Actually, this could just be this. You go there. Okay. And then that goes there. Hey, come on. Come on. Let's go. Okay, and you go here. All right, this is very important. These guys absolutely need blue inserters. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. They are required here. Nate, I run out again. Jeez Louise. Okay, well, let's keep on making them. Make them in our inventory. It's kind of a lot, I have to admit. Much. There we go. Let's go back down to our assembly and we can pick up some more. It's nice that we kind of automated that, even though I don't know how many we have. We have 32. That's actually not too bad. I'll pick up the extra 100 pipes in there as well in case we need to craft more. You can be there. There we are. Nice, nice. We can get that blue science going whenever we get actually production happening. And ignore things like the modules in these refineries. That is not needed. In fact, I probably should just take them out of the blueprint because the last thing you ever want to add is speed modules. They really just cost energy. That's the main thing about speed, is they don't actually give you much benefit when we're talking about early game, especially when you don't have the power necessarily to make them. So that is kind of, I don't know why I left them in there. You know why I left them in is because this blueprint is from a working factory. So as I was making it, it was in place, working, you know, doing things. Come on. Okay, good. So now we don't have any of that ready yet, but we will do. It will be fine. Now, do we bring iron and copper? It looks like these are pretty much being used over there, so we can bring some iron and copper ore, which is fine. All right. I'll show you a little trick that might be fun for you actually, and see if you enjoy that. So let's get the copper here. We're going to be very thrifty and bring them both on one belt. But we're going to be sneaky about how we divide it, because there are such things you can do. So we're going to do, let's move this here. We're not gonna connect it yet. I want to go and just grab the ore first. Oh, that was perfect. Okay, so what I want to do with this is we want to grab you. This is going to be here. I'm going to take half a belt of iron and half a belt of copper. So here we'll take the copper up. There we go. Remember, you don't want to put it through this half, otherwise you're going to get a totally mixed belt of mixed stuff. Lots of mixy stuff. Up here, we're going to use undergroundies to entertain us over here. So the, yes, the copper or the iron is on the right side of the belt. As you see, the splitter splits it to the right side on both sides. So we're going to use the trick here of these belts, which is, if you can see very carefully, there's a tiny window right there. It's hard to point out with the mouse, but yeah, we use the window and then we do this. We reverse it. Okay. That gives us iron only. And I don't know if we can do the same here or not. I don't think so. I think we have to do this one up ahead. We'll just do it this way, because what happens here is that if we put them next to each other, they're both going to go the same direction, and we want them to go opposite directions. So there we go. So this is a very nice little clever way to join these belts, or basically use one belt. We can also remove those little signs. Those are totally not needed after you connect them up. All right, so then let's just place down our furnaces. If I don't keep walking on top of them, that would be helpful. Okay, you go there. Good, good, good. And again, these only need yellow inserters. You always want to be frugal if you possibly can. Basically, you make things with the least expensive thing that you can. Later, you can do fancy stuff. You know, you can make. Oh, that's interesting. That's fun. Okay. Yay. I mean, when you have the capacity to fill this belt, then you upgrade it. You don't need it right now. Absolutely not needed right now. Okay, so this is the sulfuric acid. So let's take this down, because that's actually going to be needed. And that connects to a tank here. So that's part of that. Let's see, these don't need to actually go anywhere. The water does, though. The water kind of goes here. And I think we're going to take it upward. Do I need to, though? I think that one of these has water happening here, which is, I didn't connect it in the mini blueprint. Okay, that's fun. All right, water is, which one is water? Water would be this one, which doesn't look like it's in a tank at the moment. I thought I had another thing. Here's water. Aha, okay. So water can go up here probably. And I'll fix this blueprint before I get before I release this episode. There we go. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, did that? Also, that's weird. It doesn't seem to have a red line. I wonder if that got cut off somehow. Because that is actually supposed to have a red wire attached to it, which connects to all the other stuff here. Let's see. Does this tell us? Yes, it is. 3K. This one is 3K. This one is that. Yes. Okay, cool. So this is just fine. I do need to bring this over here. Ah, that's going the wrong way. Ah, I didn't look closely enough at the blueprint. That's a bit sad. Ah, well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to put in these battery makers. Oh, we are less one. There we go. And we are less those as well. My goodness. That's not great. Actually, these could do with just regular inserters. They don't need to be blue at all. At least we have the underflowies. That makes life better. Nate. Oh my god. Picked up the wrong item there. Actually, those could be these. We decided that. Okay, so this is actually going to start producing as soon as we get the technology, which is very, very nice. In fact, we should probably research that right now, or after the other thing is done. Military 2 would be nice. Circuits would be nice as well. That can get going. Weapon shooting speed is also quite nice. We're getting that. Okay, cool. Automobilism can be useful, but we don't actually need it now. Let's get explosives. Sure, why not? So, now that we have the water hooked up here. I'm going to take it upwards here toward the lake. Well, lake, whatever this is. This thingy-majingy over here. I'll just put in a new pump, which is just fine. Do I have one? Nay. Okay, let's make one. Really? Are you serious? I don't even have one? No. Iron. I need you, iron. Help, help. All right, grabbing iron. There we go. Iron. Okay. Let's get this and drag it to the right. All right, there we go. Water has been added. Nice. So this stuff is going to start producing at some point as soon as we start getting petroleum happening, which is now. The actual point is going to be now when we get it out of the tanks. And as you see, the plastic is already starting to be produced, which is fantastic. So how do we connect these up? Now, I do have belts here, which do need their stuff. Okay, so petroleum and water go in here. Plastic goes in with red circuits. Ah, it's this belt. Okay, so if we take this down here like this, we can get this going where it needs to go. And batteries go over there. Okay. Okay, that was a mess and a half, but do we have the undergroundies? No. We need some severe amounts of gears for this. So let's make a couple of these. It's not going to be cheap to build these underground, so we want to use them quite sparingly if we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should fit. Yeah, there it goes. Didn't want to for whatever reason. That was a bit weird. Anyway, this guy goes on the side because it's only a half a belt. Oh, we still will need one here though. And 2. Actually need 2 there. All right, good, good. Okay, so that's going to actually make red circuits. This is very exciting to get red circuits. I'll go ahead and move those up first so they can get producing because we need them quite desperately. Neededly. So, I guess we should also get these here too. I think we can actually put them up through here. If we get, I have a corner for this. I'm going to just make pipe groupings for now. Let's see. Because this is a bit tricky here. Nate, I run out again. Let's go get some more. It's on the bottom starter thingy. Man, once we get bots, man, that is the holy grail of the whole game is bots. It's a thing. Trust me on this. Once you go bots, you never go back. And I typically hate playing without bots, and I use console commands to even get them for me at the beginning of new games. But since we're playing this DLC for the very first time on the channel, I want to make sure that you have the sort of vanilla beginner's experience, and so that's why I'm playing without them right now. I'm going to turn off this ugly redness. I really hate that. Okay, so let's see. The inner side is petroleum. So this one is petroleum. Now, where does that one relate to? Oh, it's this one here. Okay, cool. So this is... Oh, it's right here. Okay, cool. So that one's coming out right that side. I think I'll just take this up there then. There we go. Nice. All right, so that's petroleum. And that's going where it needs to go. Next is water, and next is lube. So water we actually have quite close by. That's very convenient, actually. Water, okay. And then lube is going to be in these containers. We already know that. I mean, I know that. You probably don't know that, but that is what is intended there. Okay, and those are going to be, we don't even have that yet because we don't have advanced oil processing, which enables us to split regular oil into 3 different products. Okay, so we have made progress. This is good. Progress is always good. All right, so what do we need to build next? I think we're pretty good with this. Looks like we're just working on getting circuits going. Looks like it's a situation of science. What's going on with the science? Why is science slow? Probably this. That needs to be a blue inserter probably, because it just looks like it's... a lot of these things actually need blue inserters because they are too slow without them. There we go. Actually, you can go there. You can go there. Okay, so we actually have quite a lot of belt here. Wow, we have a lot of belt. My goodness, that's an amazing amount of belt. All right, so now we should be able to get a little bit faster production of these inserters and therefore more green science quicker. Let's see. Let's let this run a little bit and I'll show you on our production graph. Hopefully that means we just fixed this. Oh, no. I don't like this 5-second timer. I kind of wish that that didn't even exist because I feel like the minimum amount is like, you know, 1 minute. So here's our green science. It's shot way up just by adding the proper inserters. So there we go. Nice. All right, so there we are. We're making green science finally. This is good. Life is better. You can tell just in general. It's great. So, yeah, and even the science has spiked up too. That's quite nice. Usually the other spike on the left is probably because we had science sitting for a while and or we did a red only and there was green science sitting on the belt. That's what would cause a spike like this. But now we have this sustained science because we're actually producing more science. We are actually producing science. So this is good. Life is getting better and the inserters are starting to pile up on the belt, which is great. That means that we're going to get a little bit of extra stuff and things, which is nice. I'll just go ahead and drop in this coal here because I definitely do not need it in my inventory. Do not want this cluttering my inventory. So there we go. Okay, that's better. Much better. All right, there's a miner. We can, anytime you see this red symbol, that means it's out of ore. We can look at it and it says no mineable resources. So you can go ahead and pick that up. No issue whatsoever there. And here we have all of this stone stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and give this stone to you guys so I don't have it in my inventory. Are you seeing a pattern here? We don't want stuff in our inventory that we don't want. Just clutters things. And instead of making a whole bunch of junk boxes all over the place, I do try to drop it in places where it can be used. I mean, I guess the exception to that is wood because that is going to become obsolete like yesterday. So yeah. Anyway, all right. So we got it getting weapon shooting speed. And we now have red circuits being made. I think right there. There we go. All right. This is very exciting because now they are going to be making some blue science. Let's see. We do need. Oh, why is this not happening? Hello. Why you? Oh, wait, I forgot to make the corner. Silly me. Okay, since we all know what all of these things are, we can kind of move this thing around. And I do actually have in my book here somewhere, it might be under oil, pipe corner. Yay, there we are. So this is a basic pipe corner that you can use. If anything, it'll help you lay them out. If it doesn't help, that's fine too. You don't have to use it. It's just for hopefully to help. There we go. It works a lot better with bots, trust me. Definitely better with bots. Okay, so this is happening. Why is this water not connected? This should, we're too short a little bit on the pipes there. All right, lube we don't have yet because we don't have it. Needs to be researched. I think it's part of advanced oil processing. All right. But this is pretty exciting. We are getting cool stuff now. We are having sulfur made. That means we can kind of finish up these blue science makers. which is great. Oh, we need another couple of these. I'll just make a few. It's always nice to make 5 or 10 so you don't have to do it later. I'm going to go ahead and put in these pipes as well because we're kind of waiting on science at the moment, I think. That is not normally a thing. You almost never have to wait on science. But I think I've been researching a lot more like biter things or defensive kind of structures or attacky structures, whatever you want to call it. So it's been taking a little bit longer than usual. So batteries. Do we need batteries for this? I don't think so, no. So we probably should get blue science first. It's only 75 research thingies, and this is 150. But we can also look at what else we can do here. Modules are quite nice. We are going to need those. Not necessarily right away, though. We definitely need the bots first. Fluid wagons. Maybe we get a train to get the oil. You know what? No, let's get mining productivity. That's always nice. Modular armor is even better because that will defend us against the biters. Hooray. We don't need landfill at all for this map, but we will need it in future planets. So that's a thing that we'll keep under our hat for now. It's fine. I mean, if you're wearing a hat, I'm wearing a hat because I'm an engineer. So yeah, got to keep that hat on. Don't want to break character. Oh, this is working. Look at, wow. This is funny because even though this doesn't technically have this recipe, it's loading stuff up for the recipe. That I find extremely odd and interesting. This is a brand new feature that just came out just after the DLC launched. Is this, before we used to have to, like, if the recipe wasn't researched yet, it would show as a blank machine and you'd have to replop them all 10,000 times and it was very annoying and all this. But now that isn't the case. It's kind of cool. So it just collects stuff inside, which is super nice. Preloads the machines. I like this. It's very cool. Very cool. Let's make some more power poles. I know I'm going to need them. So we have, let's see, we can get radars moved around as well. I think the only danger is going to be really coming from the south here. So what I could do is grab some power poles perhaps and just kind of go to the furthest southern edge here. I mean, I could also put down some more miners. That's another thing that would be good because eventually we're going to need plenty of miners to get things going. But having some vision in this space is also a really good idea. Let's see, we can take these power poles down. Normally, if I go long distances, I usually like to do it by train, as in like put the power poles between train tracks and kind of like extend my game that way with trains and all of that kind of stuff. But that's okay. We're going to do our best. Oh, man, it's disconnected somewhere. No! Ah! That's meow. That's very unmeowy, I have to say. Makes me want to kind of, well, I was going to say roar, but that's probably not an appropriate response, so we'll skip it for now. All right, there we go. There we go. There's fish here. Fish, you're going to be our targets later. Don't you worry. You will be on the highway train to success. Legendary fish food. Oh, yes. Somebody was so funny the other day. They wrote me a comment saying, being Swedish, you should be able to put in a cheat code, and so you could eat spoiled fish. There is a very interesting dish in Scandinavia called strömming, and it's basically a fermented fish, which I believe they ferment in the ground for like years in a pot. And I've never tried this. But I don't want to. I have no desire whatsoever. I mean, I like fish, but not fish that has been stuck in the ground in a jar for 10 years or 12 years or something. It's apparently the odor is quite odoriferous, for lack of a better word. It is very pungent, I was going to say extremely or extraordinarily fragrant. Anyway, there's our uranium that will be farmed later. Not right now, because we don't have anything we need right now. We need barrels, we need sulfuric acid, we need temporary things. We might need trains. Trains are definitely needed in all cases. Now, the other thing we want to go for probably is getting power armor. That is definitely a thing we want. Let's see. Power armor. There we go. It's blue science. All right. Well, the first blue science we always do is advanced oil processing. That is the thing. So once we get actual blue science made, is that blue science? Oh, that we already did get their blue science. Cool. All right. Well, we forgot to put it on. Oh, no, we did put it on a belt. Look at that. Oh, that's sneaky. Nice. All right. Well, let's get this military 2 going and get the explosives. Or do we need that? How many is that? 100. Let's skip that. Let's just get modular armor. That's nice. And then we'll get some other armory stuff. How many is this? 100. Oh, I forgot I can check here that how many pieces it has. Anyway, let's see. We're going to need this, and then we're going to need bots. Let's see. Bots are here. So we need to get several items. We need to get this. Yes. And you. Hello? Hello? Why is it not queuing this? There it goes. Okay. Then we can take this, and then we get that. Perfect. And then we get construction bots. Construction bots are very needed, as are Logibots, but I think we should make construction first, since they will make our lives much easier. Now, we can, on the off chance, and for funsies, make grenades now. Grenades are fun. Grenades are great, absolutely great for making things like, I don't know, killing trees, the real enemy of Factorio. Absolutely. Those are great for that. Let's see. Do we want to pick up maybe some miners? Maybe, I think actually we're good on the other stuff, aren't we? We're pretty good on everything here. Do I give this anything else? I'll just give it my junk stuff. Sure, take it. Now, I probably should take some ammo. I can put my gun here. This is a useless gun. Always want to have the submachine gun working for us. Let's get some bullets. Bullets are good. Better bullets are better. If we can get AP ammo, that would be nice. That requires a little bit of copper. So if I take... if I move this thing, I want to move it to the other side here. If I move it here, put it on a belt. Yep. Okay. Let's put some of this ammo back in the box. Actually, I'll put most of it back in the box. And I'm going to be very naughty and stick this on the belt. Even though it doesn't go there, but it'll be fine. Hopefully it will get picked up anyway. And then I have some copper up here. So I need to get, let's see, I need copper and steel. There's steel up here, copper over there. Should I wrangle this factory like crazy? Maybe. What I could do is grab that copper and bring it toward the steel, or bring the steel down here, as the case may be. And do something like this. And just have some makers. Let's see, one of these can support 2 of these, ratio-wise. So... these don't take, they take a long time to produce, so just simple inserters are fine. Actually, you go here and there. Then we put it in a box and make, I don't know, several. There you go. Several. Perfect. All right. And then you are going to grab me the copper, which I guess we have to take from this side. And that's okay, too. Okay, good. So this is all going to come together to make us armor-piercing ammo, which has a much better killing capacity for biters. It's damage 8 plus 1.6 physical, and this is damage 5 plus 1 physical. Now, having said that, when you're killing asteroids in space, yellow ammo is just fine. But the bonuses to ammo, they work they work the same on spaceships or on your regular ammo that you get. So, all right, let's keep on going with this. It looks like we're probably producing a bit of blue science, or, yes, it's going into the labs already. Oh yes, here we go. Advanced oil processing, there we go. I really like this new graph that they gave us. Science per minute, 53, remaining time, less than a minute left. That's kind of fantastic. I like this. Oh yes, and our machine is running, as you see. It's a tiny bit dark. I'm not a big fan of this. What do I need here? Copper cable and circuits. All right. Thank goodness we don't need glass. I mean, who needs glass for a lamp anyway, right? I mean, you don't need glass. You just need fire. It's fine. Oh, I still don't have the copper cable. Whoops. I can buy some from here. This is more than enough to get me some lamps. Nice. All right. And then I'll put lamps in key areas, as in like when it gets dark in a place, because now it's gotten light again. I mean, it's already light. So when it gets dark, I will put a lamp out there. And oh my goodness, it is actually time to finish the episode. So I'm just going to say I'm hoping you have a better day having seen some fun Factorio from me, and that you will click that like button if you haven't. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, involve them all in the cult of Factorio. And if you have the means, I would be very grateful if you supported me with like maybe the price of a cup of coffee per month. That would be so awesome. Like, it all adds up. I can't tell you how much it makes a difference in my life. And thank you, a huge, huge thank you to all of my supporters. You guys are so great. And I'm just so grateful that you're in my community, and that you continue to find my Factorio videos fun and all the other content I do as well. So thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.